McAdam High! How was your weekend? Good? Great! Let's recap a little, shall we? So, as promised, next week is spring break! So make sure you get all your work done this week and any makeup test you still have to do before the end of the week. So, this Friday, depending on how it goes, is our last football game at Shady Hills High. Come on, Skullbats, this is our last chance. Beat the snot out of that Shady team and bring us to the semifinals. You can do it. Win or lose, you guys have done great. Don't forget that, and we'll do it again next year. This coming Sunday is our 5th track meet at the School with Attitude. Starts at 1, and I suggest you bring sunblock and umbrellas. Supposedly will be sunny, but also warm. So try to avoid the dark colors. Don't forget, this Thursday is our last soccer game against a School with Attitude. Wow! 2 games in 1 week at that school? Keep your heads up and do your best. Win or lose, you guys have done great. Now, last Tuesday was round 1 of the semifinals of the debate competition. And, wait for it, wait for it. We won! Good job, you guys. We're so proud of you. Now, next Tuesday is the next round for the semifinals, which makes it easy on them since they don't have to worry about missing any school. Good job, everyone. And with that, here's a debate question to wake up those minds. Should the school day start later? Actually, I think it should. Besides, it means that I would get more sleep. So would other students. Nowadays, high schools have more going on at night than just dating and homework anymore. Some have jobs. Some have responsibilities to their families. Some have piles of projects and studying. For some, it's extremely stressful. And then to try and fit at least 4 hours of sleep before having to wake up at the crack of dawn just to get ready for school and either A, catch a bus and hope not miss it, B, get a ride and hope their friend isn't late, C, you have your car but might have to get gas or pick up a friend and hope nothing bad happens to the car, or D, walk and hope they make it. They are coming to school stressed and sleep deprived, sometimes hungry because they didn't have time to eat either. They are sitting in their first 3 classes, falling asleep, stressed whether or not they remembered to study or did their homework, and or starving and not paying attention to the lesson. Lessons don't need to be taught at 7 a.m. in the morning. Heck, even teachers could use a little bit more sleep. Oddly enough, it's also starting to happen with middle schoolers, because they're either not used to it, or they're still trying to get used to the early hours and having so many classes. So why not push it from 7:15 a.m., or 8:15 for middle schoolers, to 9 a.m. for all? Now, before I start getting notes about it, yes, it would mean more buses. More drivers. Well, why not have volunteer drivers? Why not refurbish some old buses, vans, such large vehicles, and have designated pickup and drop-off areas with the vehicles vehicles sporting an official seal that says they are with the school district. Have the drivers have volunteer badges and have a volunteer crossing guard or security at the stops. Have the names of the drivers that are assigned to that spot. That way, you don't have to worry about making more buses and using that much more on buses and hiring drivers. Think it over. Honestly. But that is just my opinion. What do you guys think? Would you like to start school at a later time? Talk amongst yourselves. Now don't forget, this Wednesday is the third round of our fencing competition. Starts at 3 here at our gym. 2 more rounds, you guys. Remember, you don't want to stab them so hard that you could potentially kill them. Although, if that were to happen, that meant the little safety cap at the end would be off, and that means you didn't check. Yes, there's safety caps on the swords. This is a young adult competition. If you want to compete without the safety, you would probably have to join an official fencing league, and I'm not sure if that exists here. Google it. But in any case, please make sure you are safe so you nor your competition don't end up on the ground bleeding. This Saturday is day 3 of the chess tournament at the Emerald Casino. Starts at 3 p.m. 2 more rounds and we'll see if we'll make it to the semifinals. I know it's so close to spring break, you guys, but you're doing fabulously. Keep it up. And finally, their day of magical dueling will be not this coming Monday, but the following at the football field at 3. Make sure to keep up with practice. We don't want to accidentally cast a spell to send an army of gummy bears when we wanted an army of spiders. Either way, ew. Why spiders? I mean, granted, they are that scary. Well, let me rephrase that. 1 or 2 spiders aren't that scary. An army of them? Yeah, I'll my nope on that. Just keep up with practice. Okay, you guys? Now it's time for some Dear Lexis notes. Shall we? Dear Lexis, what was the worst day of school for you? Signed, Many Bad Days. Well, Minnie. Well, I actually have 3, but they didn't really happen during school. On a school day, definitely. 2 of them during middle school. 1, I came home from school and saw my mom nail my dad in the head with a coffee mug, and it broke. It scared both Sugar and I because Dad fell back and didn't move, while Mom came and grabbed Sugar and said they were going home, leaving me alone with a bleeding dad. And, oh yeah, I forgot. Principal McAdam wasn't around at that point. It's okay though. Dad got up a moment after and calmed me down after getting his head bandaged up. Second one was when I was running from this boy that was chasing me, and I told him I wished he'd leave me alone. Seconds before he got hit in the parking lot. Be careful what you wish for, students. It might come true. And third, well, some point during high school when something really bad happened with me to where I had to go get counseling. And no, I'm not going into the details about it. Just leave it at that. Okay, next! Dear Lexis, what's your favorite potato chip? Signed, Potatoes. Okay, potatoes. Random, but I like this pizza-flavored curved chip they have in a can. And these round holy ones that are honey barbecue flavored. Those are yummy. Okay, next. Dear Lexis, this is my last year of high school, and my mom decided to now show up and want to be in my life. She abandoned me when I was little, gone from my life for years. Then one day, she just shows up, and for years, she came in and out of my life, never showing any interest in me except what I could do for her. Now, out of the blue, she wants to be a part of my life. I always felt angry. No, not just anger. Sad. Anger that I was never good enough for her. Sad because I always wondered what I did to make her not care. It made me wonder, if my own mother didn't want me, who would? I'm at the point where I don't want to be angry or sad anymore. I want to be free from this pain and go into the next chapter of my life happy for once. A friend thinks I will feel better if I hear my mother out and would be willing to forgive. Before your mom's passing, were you able to forgive her? Were you able to tell her? And is my friend right? Will I feel better if I hear mine out and forgive? Signed, To Be Happy Again. Well, Happy, I think you might feel better if you hear your mom out. I can't guarantee because not every answer is going to be the same. When my mom was finally able to sit across from me and talk to me, take on my more harder questions, I felt better knowing that it wasn't my fault. I thought for a long time my mom hated me, regretted me. She was just so angry, and I was easy to take it out on. But she never blamed me. She blamed herself for letting her higher up persuade her, let her family go and take the job. I felt better knowing that it wasn't my fault, but I was still upset that she chose the raise over my father and I. And the way she treated my sister, it took me a very long time to forgive her. I just had lunch with her before she passed and told her that I'm starting to forgive and would like to spend more time with her. She was more than willing and had asked if I wanted to come to this mother-daughter paint and wine thing. She doesn't drink anymore, so she said she'd give me her wine. I think it would help you to hear her out. Good or bad, at least you'll know the truth. But at the end, it is up to you whether you want her in your life or not. And when you decide, she'll either accept it and try to work it out with you, or take it badly. Whichever you decide, I wish you luck. And that's it for Dear Lexis. So let's move on to the Lost and Found. Nothing this time. Good job, you guys. Let's go for 2 weeks now. And now it's time for today's lunch special. Spotted dog. Oh, sorry. It's spotted sausage, made from purgatory cow, hellebore, and some haven chickens. It's spotted from the different colors of the meat. And yes, it's supposed to look like mystery meat. On a bun, with any condiment. And dessert is spotted dick. Yes, get all the giggles out of your system. That really is what dessert is. Then you have your basics. Let's finish today's announcements with a thoughtful quote. We are always the same age inside. I can only assume that there's a point that we stop aging inside, and it's only as we physically get older do we really seem like we're immature. Maybe? Heck, some of us are just young at heart, and that's okay. My name is Lexis Amelia DeValo, and see you in 2 weeks. Hey you guys, KattMcAdam here. Yes, it's true. There will be no podcast next Monday. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's announcements. If you did, hit that like button. Want to hear more? Want to see videos of book reviews, or if you like seeing art being live streamed, then hit that subscribe button. Want to be informed when these come out, or when I do my live streams? Then hit that bell and make it ring, because school is in session. Catch you later, students.